What's up, guys? Jade's Corner here with a quick announcement before we get into the video. If you guys like Teen Wolf content and you want to see more, go check out my other playlist I have on the channel: Creatures of Teen Wolf, Teen Wolf Universe, Teen Wolf Mythbusters, Teen Wolf Mythologies. All your Teen Wolf content is in those playlists listed on the channel. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Roll intro. What's up, guys? It's Jade's Corner back here again for another Creatures of Teen Wolf video, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about the Ghost Riders, aka the Wild Hunt from Teen Wolf Season 6. Now, if you guys like Teen Wolf content, like I mentioned in the little video I posted before this intro started, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys watch my Creatures of Teen Wolf playlist for the rest of the creatures of the series explained. I have so far the Beast of Shabudan, the Hellhound, the Lowenminch, the Werewolf Kanima, all those good creatures on that playlist explained in full detail for you guys, for newcomers and also already old fans of the show. So yeah, let's get into the video without wasting any more time, and let's explain and go over what the Ghost Riders of Teen Wolf actually are for all you good little Teen Wolf fans out there, new and old. Now, as I do with all of the Creatures of Teen Wolf videos, we're going to start how we usually start off, by explaining the overview of the creature first, then mythology, history, and all that other good stuff until we get to the end. The last parts usually consist of abilities and weaknesses, and then we finish off the video and then we call it a day. So yeah, let's get into the Ghost Riders real quick. So the Ghost Riders were part of the mythology of the Wild Hunt, which I mentioned before, which first appeared in Season 6, Part 1, which was the Ghost Riders' only appearance on the TV show. And they are introduced in Season 5 by Kira's mom, aka her mentioning the Ghost Riders, but we never really see them on screen until I mentioned, before we saw them in Season 6, Part 1. They appear to be humanoid, and they dress in cowboy hats and other old Western apparel. And there are many riders, but there are only 3 that we see that are credited: the Outlaw, the Enforcer, and the Ranger. Now, that's the quick little overview on the Ghost Riders. Now, let's get into the real-world mythology. Now, originally a Norse myth, it shifted to an old Western myth in American pop culture during the 19th and 20th centuries. And during 1948, a song, Riders in the Sky by Stan Jones, established the Ghost Riders as cowboys forever chasing the devil's herd of red-eyed cattle. Dozens of artists covered the song, including country singer Johnny Cash in 1979 and death metal band Gorlock in 2011. Now, originally in the myth and newer versions of the legend, the riders take unwary or unsavory characters with them. If you want to save your soul from a hell riding on our range, then cowboy, change your ways today, or with us you will die. Riders in the Sky, those were basically lyrics from the song Riders in the Sky that I mentioned before. So that's gonna do it for the real world mythology of the Ghost Riders. Now let's get into the Teen Wolf mythology real quick. Okay, so Lydia Martin first found a book describing the Ghost Riders in Status Asthmaticus, and they tend to take away and erase people who have seen them. The process can be instant, as in the case of a couple of people whose son was left behind, or gradually such when the memory of Styles Stalinsky seemed to disappear for different people at different times, which was mainly the focus of the episode Memory Loss, Season 6, Episode 1. Great episode, by the way. If you guys have never got a chance to see it yet, go watch that episode right now. They take away people by shooting them with their rifles. I think they have rifles, revolvers, and other little pistols or such, and they have whips too, like cowboys. And they also use, like I said before, they also use whips and ropes to grab and erase their victims. The whip usually carries a supernatural toxin that can kill the victim if struck by not taking not taken by the riders basically, and victims disappear in a puff of green smoke. Riders deliver those who are captured to what appears to be a train station that only the riders can safely enter and exit. I forgot how Styles was able to escape. I have to go back and rewatch season 6 part 1. I have to go back and rewatch the entire series, to be honest, but I'm going through all this based on memory and stuff, so take it easy with me, guys. I know it may seem like I'm just rambling random shit out my ass, but I'm actually not. Some of the stuff I remember, some of the stuff I don't. I just have to go back and rewatch it for, to regain my memory. But as I said before, take it easy with me. I'm trying to go based off of memory, so if I mess up stuff up, it's okay. I can just, go back and address it in the comments later when I rewatch the series and, I get back on my information. But yeah, in one of the cases, we know the riders left behind a Banshee despite her having the ability to see them. Lydia speculates that this may be because the Wild Hunt is connected to the old Irish legend of the Morrigan, a mythical Irish figure that Lydia says was a Banshee. So Ghost Riders are, in a way, afraid of the Banshee, I would say, but not really, or they just don't care about Banshees. Who knows? They never really go into depth with this in the show, so it's left up in the air for speculation. But capturing is possible. Mason, Corey, and Scott constructed a special cage that shielded it from electric currents to prevent the rider from leaving it once he entered the cage, then surrounded it with mountain ash as a precaution. So yeah, the Ghost Riders can also be captured along with, being blocked from escaping by mountain ash. So I think that's pretty cool, which means it's not what's the word? It's not able to, separate itself as like a different creature that's not bound to mountain ash. Basically, mountain ash affects every single creature within the show except Banshees. So yeah, that's pretty dope. And Hellhounds, by the way, too. Hellhounds can just walk through mountain ash whenever they feel like it, which is pretty dope too. But after killing a rider, it was not believed possible until I gotta edit this part out. But killing a rider was not believed possible until Garrett Douglas killed the outlaw. He was then infused with the power. Later, Liam Dunbar and Theo Rakin battled riders and were able to kill them with a few bone saw and their own guns. So yeah, and now on to the Wild Hunt. Now, the Wild Hunt is used to describe the Ghost Riders themselves, the place where those they take up end up, and the train that represents the place and the riders moving to a new town. While not described as such on the show, it appears the riders and their train station exist in a dimension outside normal space and time that is adjacent to our own. This dimension was, until recently, inescapable by anyone but the Ghost Riders themselves. So that is pretty dope. They have their own pocket dimension, which is pretty freaking cool. It was the first time we ever saw anything like this in Teen Wolf. So yeah, that's the Wild Hunt for you guys. And actually, that's it for the Ghost Riders, pretty much. That's all we have on them. They their abilities and weaknesses are kind of the same as standard supernatural creatures, with, a few exceptions like being able to take people away and stuff. And I basically mentioned their abilities and weaknesses before in the earlier sections of the video. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the Ghost Riders Explained, guys. Thank you for tuning into the video. I greatly appreciate it. I love every single one of my subscribers. As I mentioned in every single video, I'm extremely grateful for all of you guys, because without you guys, I wouldn't be making Teen Wolf videos and I wouldn't be doing what I do today on YouTube. So yeah, like the video if you like me explaining the Ghost Riders and their past, mythology, and all the other good stuff. And let me know in the comment section below what creature you want to see explained from Teen Wolf next in the next video. Next video I already have planned. It's going to be Were Jaguars. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And this is Jade's Corner. I'm going to get out of here, and make sure you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace, love, positivity, and I love you guys. Peace out.